What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at you with another one. So yeah, I want to discuss Deontay Wilder is now picking Joseph Parker to win the fight against Anthony Joshua. Love Deontay Wilder. It's my guy, but I gotta respectfully disagree. And I'm not a boxer, so I can't say. His reasoning for picking Joseph Parker is he sees the confidence in Joseph Parker, and he feels like that maybe Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and company is overlooking Joseph Parker. He said that Joseph Parker is better than what people give him credit for. He said that his brother is over in camp, is in camp with Joseph Parker, has been in camp with Joseph Parker. If you don't know who he's talking about, he's referring to Malik Scott. Malik Scott is in camp with Joseph Parker, and I just saw an interview with Malik Scott. An interview Malik Scott did, and he had some very interesting things to say about Joseph Parker. He said that he said that he hits harder than he thought. He says that he's faster than he thought. He's very durable. He's never been knocked down in his entire career, not in the amateurs, not in the Olympics, he didn't make the Olympics, but not in the amateurs, not in the pros. He's never, ever been off his feet, so he don't know what it feel like to be off his feet. And then he said that if Anthony Joshua's not careful, he said that I had a phone call, he said that if Anthony Joshua's not careful, he could get clipped. He could get hurt. He said the difference between, he was asked, but Anthony Joshua's been hurt by Vladimir Klitschko. So he said, yeah, he's been hurt by Vladimir Klitschko. He said the difference is the age. He said that if Joseph Parker is to get Anthony Joshua in the same situation as Vladimir Klitschko had Anthony Joshua, he said that he believes that Joseph Parker will finish Anthony Joshua. And I have to agree with him on that. And, to be a fighter, you see something different, And so Deontay Wilder said something interesting as well. He said that he watches for different stuff. He said everybody watches the press conference. Everybody watches the face-off, the weigh-ins, He said, but he looks in the eyes. He don't look to see. He said everybody stared the stare down. Everybody likes to look at the stare down and say, oh, who turned away first, and so on and so on. But then he said something. He said, I look for body language. He said, I look for confidence. He said, I look for relaxation. How relaxed the fighter is during the stare down, how relaxed the fighter is at the press conference, how relaxed the fighter is doing interviews. That's what he said, that he's interested in looking when he looks for confidence in the fighter. So he said that, to his surprise, he was very surprised how comfortable, how confident, how relaxed Joseph Parker was. He said that showed him a lot, and he believed that with the distraction, but I was gonna do a video about this, but I'm gonna just tell y'all now. With the distractions that Joseph Parker has, and this is for another video, but I said with the distractions Anthony Joshua has, that that could possibly give us an upset. He said because all the talk, excuse me, all the talk, excuse me, y'all, bless myself. All the talk, even today's time, is about Deontay Wilder not being at the fight, not Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. Yes, that is the talk, but the big talk is Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. So in a sense, Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker, Joseph is being overshadowed by the fact of Deontay Wilder's presence. So Deontay Wilder did a couple of videos. He did interviews. He's been doing a lot of interviews, and he's here in New York. He was on Good Morning Football. He was on ESPN. You know, he's been on doing a lot of interviews. He's been everywhere because the $1 million question is, why isn't he going to the Parker Joshua fight? So that in itself lets you know that how big Wilder versus Joshua is. So for Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua say that, you know, this fight needs to build and all of that. Excuse me again. This fight needs to build and so on. So on. It don't need to build. All these sports networks want to know why. And think, Wilder's not even fighting Joshua, but they want to know why Wilder is not even ringside at Joshua Parker. So that lets you know how big Wilder versus Joshua is and how much nonsense Eddie Hearn and Joshua are spewing. And so, you know, there could be a brewing for an upset. The pot could be stirring for an upset because, in a sense, Deontay Wilder has to be in the back of Anthony Joshua's mind, regardless of how much he says his focus is on Parker. And I don't doubt for a minute that his focus is on Joseph Parker. But the fact that Deontay Wilder presence is so strong, Sky Sports was disappointed. Hella disappointed that Deontay Wilder wasn't coming over there. Not because they want to see him face off with Dillian Whyte. Not because they want him to argue with Eddie Hearn. But because even Sky Sports and the UK media wanted to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua face to face. The president of Sky Sports said, this is something he said. He said, I told Deontay that he could stretch the limits, push the limits, get up and scream from curtain side, meaning ringside, next to the apron side, should I say, next to the apron, scream, and Joshua have no point, no other way. He has no he can't deny you. He can't do nothing but invite you into the ring. He has no choice but to invite you into the ring. This is the president, the owner of Sky Sports saying this, that he would have loved to see Deontay Wilder push the bricks, you know, push the security, not physically, but, you know, like push the limits, scream at the apron, force Anthony Joshua to invite you in the ring. That's what he said. He wished that Deontay Wilder would have did. And also he confirmed that what Deontay Wilder saying, he said himself that, yes, Sky Sports was informed that Deontay Wilder would not be able to enter the ring. Sky Sports was informed that, you know, the security was beefed up. Sky Sports confirmed that, you know, there would be a problem if Deontay Wilder tried to force himself in the ring. So he said that he wished that he would just stay apron side, yell at the ring, you know, and pretty much make a scene. He wished that he would have made a scene, you know. But Deontay Wilder chose not to go over there because he said he's not going to let there go my daughter, y'all. Say hi. So he said, Deontay Wilder said he wasn't going to be a puppet for Eddie Hearn and his promotional company. He said he have nothing against Dillian Whyte. He has nothing against Dillian Whyte. He says that, okay, baby, you gotta sit down, okay? He has nothing against Dillian Whyte. Come on, sit down. Sorry, y'all. He said he has nothing against Dillian Whyte. He personally don't mind fighting Dillian Whyte. He said that Dillian Whyte, he would love to share the ring with him. He said that, you know, that Dillian Whyte, as long as Eddie Hearn and Joshua do two things: fight, Dillian Whyte fights Luis Ortiz and wins that fight, or Dillian Whyte, he'll take the fight and at the end, stop, baby, stop, come on, sit down. He said that he said that Dillian White, as if he'll fight Dillian White as long as they put in the contract at the end of the contract that he gets Anthony Joshua, seeing though he beats Dillian White. So if he gets past Dillian White, he's guaranteed to fight with Anthony Joshua. He said he'll take it. So those are the two options he give Eddie Hearn. Option number 1, fight Luis Ortiz, beat Luis Ortiz, guaranteed Dillian White versus Wilder. Option number 2, he'll fight Dillian White right off the bat. At the end of that, guaranteed to fight with Anthony Joshua. So why not do that? He said that he didn't want to hear nothing about money. He even got upset. He said, listen, don't count my money. Nobody pays my bills. So, it's not necessary. Let's not talk about money. I'm talking about legacy. Bottom line. So, point being, I disagree that Joseph Parker's going to win this fight. I studied Joseph Parker. And the fight with Hughie Fury and Joseph Parker really stood out to me. And I just can't see how Joseph Parker wins this fight. I think that Anthony Joshua is too accurate, too big, too strong, and fast enough. He might not be as fast as Joseph Parker, but he's fast enough. So I think he gets the victory. Let me know what y'all think about it. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. It's your boy Blue. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what it is. Peace.